Hey, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been missing an action but for a minute. I had to take a break. But seemed like I done missed a lot. So what had happened? Y'all fill me in. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So what had happened, y'all? I had to take a break from the channel because the last time y'all probably heard from me, I was on Ben's channel. And I had to apologize. We talked after that live. She called and checked on me because I was so upset about the things that they were saying about Missy Vale and the people that were actually like talking and supporting Missy Vale and Sonny, and then talking against them on this blue tarot card chick, whoever she is, channel. So I want to apologize. I got in my emotions. I've been doing good. I've really been trying to control that and healing, from issues that I have. And so I hate to apologize to Biz because I don't want to disrespect none of her subscribers. That's why I dropped off of there, and that's why I have not been back on. And I just was so upset. I could not, like, if I came on, I was gonna be like biased, probably disrespectful. So I was like, nah, I need to take a break. I need to step back, regroup. And so now I'm here. But then when I come back, it's some drama going on. I'm not really sure what all it's about. I know a little bit, but what had happened? So they had a lot of beef when I left. There was the university and her being disrespectful. Also, uh, you know, she rubbed a lot of us the wrong way. But I just it doesn't seem like she going on that spin because she still talk about Miss. Okay, let's be real. I have been watching that much. So did her and Ben's and Trees talk and mesh out the differences and just decide, okay, we're gonna respect you, we're just not gonna fuck with you like that? I mean, what happened with that? That's the last thing I heard. I am glad, on a serious tip, I am glad that Miss Eval is doing better and she's vocal, as well as she has mental clarity. So I just want y'all to know the seriousness of having a brain surgery. I don't know what her details are or what happened, but anytime you have brain surgery, depending on what area of the brain that they're operating on, usually it's like you have to relearn everything you've already learned. My mother-in-law, she had two craniotomies, and she had her skull removed. She had to put back in. But every time she had the surgery, even when it was to put her skull back in, she had a deficit. Like, she had to basically have a lot of therapy, and she had to relearn everything that she already had. But whatever the reason for the surgery, it was important enough to where they had to have it. It's not something that you can get around, right? Because who wants to have brain surgery? I mean, the medical people don't want to have brain surgery unless they absolutely have to. So it really kind of disturbed me, the fact that she's on YouTube and she's upset, and that bothers me because of the fact, one of the things with brain surgery, so like there's this pressure in your head, you got to keep this pressure low. If your pressure increased, then you run to have complications. So the slightest thing could increase your pressure. One of the things is getting angry, inflection, or whatever. It really bothered me that those things were sent to her child, were sent to her phone, and also because they had a whole different thing to worry about. You know, they didn't know if their mother was going to be here or not. And then you let her on your live and you're upsetting her. And she's defending her kids, and I don't blame her because I would too. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta, I mean, people don't probably understand. I don't want people to understand. I want people to understand brain surgery. She is a miracle. She's a miracle because for her to be at the level where she's talking and functioning, she's participating in rehab. Sometimes people don't get that back for 3 weeks or more. She's a miracle. And I don't want people to take what she's going through like it's very serious and it's very important. She's still healing. You know, she doesn't need to get upset. She doesn't need to raise the pressure in her brain because that's going to cause further complications and delay her rehab. But one thing I can see, she's a fighter. And with God's help, everything she needs to recover, she got it. She just needs the time. And she shouldn't be dealing with this YouTube bullshit. But I understand she wants to fight for her kids. You know what I'm saying? What happened was that was completely wrong. It really was. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm gonna tell you this. As for it being Marcella, I believe her. I believe her. I've told y'all a lot of stuff about Marcella. And I'm not going to say I don't like her or I hate her. I don't. What makes it difficult is when you've made amends to stuff and then people like, okay, well, you really don't want to put relevant. Didn't you just get off the phone with me, chewing me out? Girl, it's not about you. Chill out. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, back to Marcella. So, her stalker. Let me tell y'all, that is a side of a narcissistic person. And I will tell you what I'm saying about to say this. And I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on it. Marcella is narcissistic. This is why I say. Okay. So she had y'all probably remember me going off a time or two on her. And one of the reasons why I went off on her, because there was some YouTube beef going on. Y'all have weekly appointment with my son that's disabled. And I told her I just got to the facility and he was going into therapy. And there was some stupid ass YouTube beef. She would not let me off the phone. I had to stop. I'm in ballet, right? And when we go there, it's like we got to unpack the car and everything because he has a chair that he has to transition in because the facility is so big. We don't want him to run off and yada yada. Anyway, so I told her that I could not talk to her right then because we had to. Y'all probably remember this. I was there with my son for therapy. She didn't give a fuck. She did not give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck about my child. She wanted to get her point across. So that's the thing with narcissistic people. It's not, they could care less. They don't even hear what you're saying. It's all about them. And I didn't think she was narcissistic. But after hearing that, what happened to me, and then she disregarded what my son is going through ain't nothing compared to what Val is going through or it has been through. Okay, sorry y'all. Hold on, I'm in the dark. Anyway, sorry y'all. Let me cut this off. So my light went off. Oop, let me put it back on. So anyway, what my son is going through is not as critical as what Val is being through. Either way, it's still important to those the person that you're calling, and the fact that you don't say, "Hey, okay, I'm sorry to bother you. Just call me back when you can." That says a lot. So this is what I think happened, and I may be wrong. Okay, that blue terracotta lady was talking about Marcella and So Debonair at first. She went from So Debonair and Marcella automatic to Sonny and Miss Val. So I'm gonna tell you this: when she had called me, when she had talked to me about when I was doing therapy with my son or whatever, she it was something so urgent to her. So it, you know what I mean? Something that she didn't want the narrative about. That's another thing with narcissistic people. They want praises. They want to be praised. And the second somebody says, "Oh, you did this or that," that's it. It's like they focus is always going to be back to getting where they was at before. Now, I don't know how she's going to get out of this, but I'm talking on narcissistic people generally. They rock you to sleep. And that's what she been doing. She been rocking us to sleep. I'm telling you. So every time there was something happened with the lies and all this craziness, she knew what to say, what to do, who to go to in order to give her grace. And they would rock her. We get it's called they call it rocking them back to sleep. Like rocking them back to sleep. Because at that point, you're under their like basically hypnosis, basically. It's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of videos on YouTube about narcissistic. I done read books, but I also watch a lot of videos on it. And it's some of them are short, and there's some good doctors. And if you listen, then you'll see a lot of what the issue is. As for the spoofing, I do know about a spoof core. I've used the spoof core, I think, on some my ex bitch or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? But that was a motive, okay? They didn't. Miss Valley kids didn't spoof. They have no reason to spoof. That means somebody hates you enough to where they're going to use your number to do that. Also, there's all these free apps. Spoofing was like back in the days, 80s, 90s. Like that's some old shit. Nobody do that now because there are you go make a YouTube account, Instagram account, and whatever, and harass somebody. You see what I'm saying? Even the thing with Miss Queen of Cheesecake. The thing that lady was saying about Marcella, I don't believe that shit either because of the fact if she wants to harass her, she can make a bunch of troll accounts on Instagram and YouTube and go harass her. So that seems a little bit shady to me as far as with that situation, but I don't know much about the situation, so I ain't gonna speak on that situation. But as far as with this with Marcella, as far as the spoof account, I think you're making excuses, you're reaching. I think you need to be accountable for what you do and you just need to say it and apologize and go from there because you're really truly reaching. Those boys didn't have no reason to lie. And the thing about it is if they responded to you, even if somebody spoofed you, your number would have been you would have got the same response. Like it would have been, you know what I'm saying? After they spoofed you, then when they responded to you, they responded to both numbers. So both the spoof account and your account would have got a response. That's the shady ass shit right there. Okay. And nobody do spoof anymore. I think she really reaching on that. But also a narcissistic person is never ever going to admit that they are wrong. They may admit, but they're going to say, "Oh, well, I did this because you did this." Oh, or this happened because you did this. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to deflect it off of them and onto somebody else. That's still not taking accountability. So I think I may be wrong, but I think I'm seeing traits of a narcissistic personality. I'm just saying. I may be wrong. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. So we got 75 people in here. Y'all hit the like, subscribe button. Oh, thank you. I did talk to Tina. Cause if y'all remember, Tina was my mod. She was my mod for a while. Um, I never really had no issues with her. I think in the middle of me and Tree's beef, like toward the end, she had to choose. But after that, the girl came to me and she apologized or whatever. And you know, I don't talk to her on a daily basis, but um what it sounds like to me is somebody just putting her in the shit. But the shit around her name come from that Miss Shalom girl, and I really don't know her. But it's crazy. Why would Marcella pay for her to call her? It makes no sense. When Marcella can make spoof accounts, if she know about a spoof account, she can make spoof accounts. She know a lot of stuff, okay? Cause spoof, nobody even do spoof no more. That's how old that shit is. So if she know that much, she can make different accounts and dox her. We got all these apps with free calls, free texts. I mean, it's not adding up, Marcella. You can't lie your way out of this, sis. You gotta be accountable. You text that woman's phone while she was in a coma because the woman, Blue Terracotta, whatever her name is, started talking about you and so debonair first. You wanted the heat off of you and you put it on Sonny and Miss Val. That's why you have a lot to say. Because I seen how you do under pressure. I didn't seen it. And no, you didn't have regard for her or her life because I know you didn't have regards for me and my son when I told you that I didn't have time to talk to you because I was doing therapy with him. And you didn't give a fuck. I remember that. I did a live and I might have private it because of that. Because I thought that was so disrespectful that you would disregard my child's life. And we had talked. We didn't talk, but I basically just let it go. We aired out our issues, and that's what it is. But it's back on the same bullshit. I know that's right. Me too. See, she started with Marcella, but then she started talking about Sonny, and this is what I told Sonny. I told her this bitch sound like she know you. She sound personal. It really do. But if somebody feeding her the information, okay, I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know, girl. I don't even try to think about her. Her got her own issues, honey. Yep. Her got her own issues, and she better stay away from me. That's all I got to say. And the thing about her, so I took a lot of screenshots on that channel, and I sent them to the people that I wanted to send them to. Like I can tell you what. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Her wasn't in there. Her wasn't in there because I have her blocked. Oh, who else was in there? That other chick she messed with, Nelson, Andrea. She was in there, but I had her blocked. Every everybody though, but I knew they were in there because they would mention her and her name would come up on the like right like this is right here. It would come up on the screen. So I knew her was in there. My thing with her, You may have. I don't think hear her said anything directly about Miss Val, but she was in there. She was in there. She was very in there on most of those videos. I just don't have no screenshots because of the fact that she's blocked on my channel. But she was very much there. Now, I don't think she said anything directly on Val. She was mainly talking about Sunny, but she was, yeah, we in the dark again. Hold on. But she was complacent. My thing is, you in there, you really ain't really defending. You complacent. You did that. You did that follow up after the fact, dude. You was in there. See, Missy Val don't know that. She don't need to know that right now. She will know it. You were in that chat. That's unless you do something. That's there. You was in that chat. Your name was mentioned. You was on the screen. Yeah, this is a big mess though. But I thought we was going into the you. Yeah, that's messed up. I can tell the way she talking, she had surgery. But it's a miracle that she talking. It's a miracle that she's awake. It's a miracle that she's able getting up and doing therapy. But I'm gonna tell you, every time somebody have surgery on their brain, they gotta basically relearn some of the functions depending on what area of the brain. Now the brain is very remarkable. It can find other areas to replace. So let's say they did surgery on, and I don't know what her issue is, on a side that the language is on, which is not her issue apparently. So the brain will relearn another area of the brain, but basically you have to go through like a kid, teaching them how to walk, talk, everything. It just depends on the degree of the surgery that you had. But one thing that you need to do is keep your pressure down. You can't be getting upset. Like that's a no. Make a note. I know. Yeah, I missed that video with Miss Val. I heard about it, but what I heard I don't like because I heard from Snooky. That lady should not be getting upset. Y'all shouldn't be bringing nothing to that lady, man. Everything that happens is detrimental. She's still healing. And she don't need her pressure going up from getting mad because of YouTube drama. But I don't blame her. I'm gonna go get after my kids too. Trust me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fight after them. Come on. I don't blame her. And her boys are good. He was respectful. Because let me tell you, when he was in that chat, he could have cursed all of them out. That he didn't. She did a good job with those boys. I thought she deactivated her channel. So Shalom, I'm gonna tell you about that. The stuff that she's saying about Queen Cheesecake, I am not buying it because of the fact why would Marcella pay for Queen Cheesecake to stalk her when Marcella can do it herself? There's too much stuff available. If she knows about spoofing, she girl stop. That is so. I don't think Shalom. I don't know where Shalom got that name on from. It seemed like well, I think they had some dealings or whatever. But Trina Cheesecake said she ain't never talked to her before. Okay. But I did tell Queen of Cheesecake, I don't know if she gonna do it on her channel or if she gonna do it on Tree's channel or whoever channel. But I told her she needs to speak up for herself. Don't let people put a narrative on you. You know, I think Shalom think because she selling some keychains, she thinks she man Shalom Marcella can get your information. I don't blame her. I really don't blame her. I'm just saying we don't need to contribute. Like I feel like Marcella wrong for even letting her come on her channel, knowing that lady is healing. But see, Marcella don't care. I'm telling you, she did it with my son. And I didn't think she would take this extreme, but she didn't care. She didn't even acknowledge that I was with my son. She just wanted to get her point across because she had the pressure on her. She can't deal with the pressure. Y'all gotta go look at some videos on narcissistic people. But that girl got narcissistic tendencies. I'm telling you. That lady, excuse me. I sure did. I'm so proud of Benz. Congratulations, Benz. Yeah. But I also stayed off the channel because I didn't like the way I ended it. You know what I'm saying? I got off, but I didn't like that with them subscribers and stuff. And I don't want to disrespect our subscribers. You know what I'm saying? They have a right to watch whoever they want to watch. My thing is, don't be so goddamn shady. Man, you want my truth about it? Honey, I think that was a I don't think that girl got the story straight. I think a lot of it was her assumptions because I don't see Queen of Cheesecake doing that. She's really a neutral person. Even when she was Martin for me and Trees. When me and Trees was going in and dragging each other, she was very neutral. I didn't care that she was over there, but eventually, she had to decide because she started looking, you know, kind of shady, whatever. So she decided to go with Trees, and I was okay with that once I saw what she was, saying and doing in the chat. But since then she has reached out to me and apologized for whatever she said, but she is not an oppositional person, and I think she's been used as the scapegoat. I don't and I talked to her today, and she said she ain't never even talked to that woman, so I don't know. But I told her I do think she needs to speak up for herself. They sure did, and Hear Her was there too. I Hear Her was there, but Missy Vale don't need to know that now. She'll find out when she gets better. But yeah, Hear Her was in there too. And they the one that wasn't 100% a basement person. She really wasn't because she even talked about, like I said, so Debonair and Marcella. She wasn't 100% basement, but they also fed her a lot of information that she didn't even know. Like Marcella being a foster person, the basement people fed her that information. You know what I'm saying? But she did start. This is what I see. She did start talking about Marcella and So Debonair in the beginning. Then all of a sudden, it went from Marcella and So Debonair into Sonny and Miss Bell. Yes, I'm so proud of her. Yeah, it wasn't funny though. But yeah, he came in there, but he was so respectful. Oh my God. And they were going in. He's like, look, I don't have no issues with you people. And I'm like, oh my God. Because let me tell you, if that was my oldest, oh, he would have cursed them out and told them where to go sit. Okay. And kiss. He a hood nigga. He a hood nigga. Let me tell you. Honey, he probably would have came and looked for that person. That's how crazy my son is. It's still there though. She got a code community tab. She deactivated, but she can reactivate it. Well, thank you. Yep. People using it, other people stay using their account. I don't see I don't see nobody doing something malicious with Marcella account for what? Who hate Marcella that much? At the time this happened, she had everybody bamboozled. Everybody was supporting her. Yeah, they knew she had done some shady things, but they had forgiven her. She was in a good place. If that was spoof, listen, y'all, if that was spoof and somebody used her number, the messages that went to Missy Vale was not malicious. They was to inform that the lady was talking about all of them. God damn. It was to inform them that the lady was talking about all of them. It wasn't no malicious. They wasn't saying all kind of derogatory things. They wasn't. So if somebody was spoofing you, then they would have spoofed you with that. Who was to say that Missy Vale would have, when she woke up, she would even took that as offense? So Marcella, you need to face up and tell the truth, girl. You need to be accepted. You need to be accountable and say you sent the messages because nobody buying that shit. You posted a message 4 hours ago. Nobody has even liked it or nothing commented because nobody buying that shit, man or ma'am. You need to be accountable, but you're narcissistic and you're probably not going to be accountable. Allegedly. We're going to add allegedly, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, do the right thing. We need to She need to do the right thing. We need to have a hashtag. Do the right thing, Marcella. Speak up. That's the only way you're going to get your ass out of this shit. And that's horrible. That's horrible, Megan. Who? Who is that? Who is Steve Urkel daddy? I started getting messages after I left her chat. I could only see part of it, and they were saying death was good for me. They know I'm fighting cancer. That's awful, and I'm sorry you're going through that. That's horrible. Let me tell y'all, I'm a hospice nurse, and I take death, dying, grieving very seriously. What are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah, she did. But you know what? I had put it behind me. That's what makes it so hard. Because she did what she did, even though she doing it again. It's like we thought all this was over and done with. But you gotta call a thing a thing. I know the disrespect she had for my child. I was furious about it. Like I did a lot, cursed her out, called her all kinds of things. Because well, I actually didn't go in too bad on her because I said she was old. However, um, my children, are everything, you know, and my child is disabled, and you know he's disabled. You take care of children, you know. And if I told you I can't talk, I can't talk. But it was all about some YouTube beef for shit. I think that's when she had went on Rabbit Channel, and a couple of us didn't like it, and we was voicing it, and that's really what it was. But I don't know. She just seems to me, I may be wrong, that she got some narcissistic tendencies because she seems like she doesn't care about nobody but herself, and she can't be accountable to what she does. And when she is, and the way she was talking, y'all, I never heard her talk like that. I was actually scared because I never heard her talk like that. It was so deep, like mean. I know I gotta tell my kids too. I'm your mama. You not mine. Oh, thank you, Megan. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because I ain't got no mods in the chat. Yeah, we got 94 people in here. Wow. Anyway, who is Erica Daddy? Hey, Benzone, you kind of late to the party. Congratulations, Benz. I'm supposed to get off of here, Benzone. You tardy for the party. I checked you 2 hours ago. But congratulations, girl. I'm happy for you. I owe you a super chat whenever you get them up. Y'all hilarious. But anyway, I'm about to get off of here. Go take care of my son. He in there with my other son. So I'm just to get off of here, y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. Um, I'm glad to see all of y'all. Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate it. Oh, you gotta go to work? Oh, girl, be safe. Be careful, okay? All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. I'm off this weekend, so I'll probably come back on maybe one more time. Y'all hilarious. One more time before the end of the weekend. Otherwise, I'm out. Peace.